All right, so it is the end of August, which means it's time to talk about the records that I got in August, and I'm excited to talk to you about them. There's some that may seem like you've seen them before, and I'll kind of explain that. I think I did pretty good this month. I stayed pretty much on target. For those of you who actually watch these videos on a regular basis, my goal each month is not to exceed 6 records. I have exceeded that a lot, like often. Sometimes because people gave me records, either because my birthday or, a holiday or something like that. But sometimes it's also because I struggle with self-control with this area. This is the thing that I spend my money on. So trying to get better, trying to get back on target. And this month I did pretty much exactly what I'm supposed to do. So I'm pretty proud of that. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's talk about what we got. By the way, you will see me drinking some agua. I don't always drink water. I'd like to pretend that I was healthy enough to do this all the time. I like a lot of sweet tea, but I love this cup. You've probably seen it before in other videos. This is from Cheers. My wife's family, my dad's family are from Boston, and my family grew up watching Cheers, so of course I had to go there when we visited the first time. So I've got these 2 cups, and I love them. All right, anyway, let's dive in. So I want to shout out a record store, and it's not St. Marie, even though I am, of course, wearing St. Marie's t-shirt, but County Line Records in Keller. All my friends were like, dude, you got to check out this record store in Keller. It's amazing. You got to check it out. It's brand new. So I went in, the first time I went in there, I started talking to them. They're like, we're not new. We've been around for quite a while, but we've been in this location only for like a couple of years. So they're new to that location in Keller, but it's a great store. It's a big store. They've got a lot of events that are going on there. A lot of like listening parties and that kind of stuff and live music. They are predominantly used vinyl. Like there's a lot of used vinyl. There's not a ton of new vinyl. But they do have some new, and it's good what they have. They've got a good selection. They make good choices. They've got posters and t-shirts and all that. So it's a cool record store. I like it. It's a bit further for me. I love a lot of record stores, but I think we can all, if you're a vinyl enthusiast, you could probably agree that there's like a record store that feels like home. And for me, that's St. Marie. St. Marie feels like home. So I'm happy that St. Marie is there, and I want to continue to encourage people to go there to help it to thrive. But I do want to shout out County Line as well. So 3 of my records this month, at least 3, I got from County Line, and I'll let you know what those are. Here's one. It is Where I've Been Isn't Where I'm Going, the complete edition by Shabuzi. Now, you've seen me not too long ago do a record, talk about getting in this album, Where I've Been Isn't Where I'm Going, by Shabuzi, but it was the regular version. This is the complete edition, sort of a deluxe edition of the record. I'm going to do a video about deluxe editions of records, maybe here today. But I do want to talk about this briefly. It's a great album. Why would I get the deluxe edition? Well, specifically for this one, the deluxe edition has like 9 more tracks or 8 more tracks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more tracks. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I can count. 6 more tracks. It only has 6 more tracks, but the very first track on this, the very first extra track, is a track called Amen with Jelly Roll. And it just is so good. It's such a good track. I really enjoy Jelly Roll quite a bit. And he's been doing a lot of features with artists that I like. And also been featuring a lot of artists that I like. So I wanted to have a copy of this album because I wanted that song, Amen, on there. So I sold 2 of my records. And you'll understand which 2 here in a little bit. One of them was the regular version of this album. To put money towards them then getting this album from them. So they ordered it for me, and I used the money towards that. Okay, so second album, this is one that they also ordered for me, and this is Jack Johnson's In Between Dreams. This is a limited edition yellow vinyl celebrating 20 years. Now, I love me some Jack Johnson. You can see the yellow vinyl there. I love me some Jack Johnson. He is great for those days when you're looking for some like mellow, beachy vibes. There were some great YouTube videos back in the day. I'm trying to keep the glare off there for you. There were some great YouTube videos back in the day where it was like talking about like Dave Matthews and Jack Johnson being so mellow But I really, really enjoy their music. So this album specifically, great album. Right off the bat, it's better. It's got Better Together. It's got Banana Pancakes on here. Sit and Wait and Wishing. Those are some of the biggest songs on this album. A lot of great stuff on here. And if I'm being honest, there's maybe one or two more albums by Jack Johnson that I really, really want. I mean, I love him, but I don't necessarily feel the need to have all of his albums. But like, I'd love to get his Curious George soundtrack, and there's like one or two others. So really glad to have this in the collection. It's definitely one of my favorite albums by him. Probably my it's like maybe tied for my first favorite album by him. So, third album. This is one that I had ordered offline, and it took it a minute to come in, but man, I'm so glad that it came in. Going in a very opposite direction, not the Mellow Man. This is Emery. So Emery, we're talking emo. We're talking maybe even a little bit of screamo. This is Emery's The Question. This is the 20th anniversary, I believe, of The Question. The Question is, I think it might be my favorite album by Emery. And there's beautiful packaging here. I'm not going to pull it out and show, but there's a gatefold. There's beautiful imagery. There's a, wait, is there a gatefold? No, I don't think there is a gatefold on this, but there's a, I got to remind myself, it's been a minute, but there's this beautiful booklet in here that's got fantastic photography and some great notes about the making of this album. This album has Listening to Freddie Mercury, which is one of my favorite songs by Emery. So I'm really, really thrilled to have this on vinyl. It's gold vinyl. So yeah, that's a big one for me. I've got my other favorite album by Emery, so I'm very happy with what I have by them now. The next one, this was a little bit more impulsive, but I have really been on like a Paramore and Hayley Williams kick for the last year or two. And I would say like last year, was it last year or maybe the year before? I think it was the year before. The last Paramore album was one of my favorite albums of the year, if not my favorite album of the year. Right now, Hayley Williams' new solo music is what I'm listening to the most. So I've been trying to pick up all the stuff. So one of the things that I picked up was one of the two Paramore albums I didn't have, and that is After Laughter. Paramore After Laughter. Now, this one, I think I may have gone to St. Marie to pick this up. And this is on this kind of, it's hard to see, but it's like a kind of gray, smoky kind of vibe there. So After Laughter, to be fair, is probably one of the two Paramore albums I know the least. But this album has, let's see here, Hard Times, Rose Colored Boy. Rose Colored Boy is definitely the biggest song on this album. Told You So, Forgiveness, Fake Happy, 26, Pool, Grudges, Caught in the Middle, Idol Worship, No Friend, and Tell Me How. So everything that she does, I really enjoy. I'm looking forward to getting to know this album a little bit better because it's an album I don't know as well. Basically, it's just this one, and for some reason I always blank on the name of it, but the album with the butterfly on the front. Those are the two I don't know very well. So I've only got that one with the butterfly left to pick up, but very happy to have that in my collection now, and I'll be excited to show you some more next month because I already had something come in off my September orders, so we'll talk about that next month though. So the next one, I was on a Whatnot stream, kind of auction for Bad Time Records, and I won this, and I'm very glad that I got it, and that is, this is New Tone. This is essentially sort of the companion album with a soundtrack to a documentary that was live from the 2023 Bad Time Records tour. This is on the double mint green vinyl, which is a beautiful bright vinyl. This is a killer album. It's a double LP, and it's got Bad Operation, Catbite, Kill Lincoln, We Are the Union, Jay Navarro and the Traders, Eichlers, Joystick, Omnigon, Jer, Thirsty Guys, The Pumps. Yeah, and there's several tracks by some of these bands. It is a full double LP, and it's got a lot of great stuff on here. Some great live songs. And some of these are only available through this album, some of the tracks on here. So that's also very cool. So glad I won that. And that brings me to the last full-length album, another one I got from County Line Records, which is another one of the deluxe albums. This is, and now I blank. Of course I blank now. Lainey Wilson, there we go. It's Lainey Wilson's Whirlwind Deluxe. Looking at her face and know who she is and blanked on her name. Whirlwind Deluxe. Whirlwind was one of my favorite albums the year it came out, which was like last year, I think. And I really, really loved it. And so I was like, I cared about that album enough that it was worth getting a deluxe. But I also traded in my original version of this album to give me money towards this and the Shabuzi. Now, I will say, this is just black vinyl. My original version of this album was a way cooler pressing. It was a Target exclusive, just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous pressing. So I am sad that I kind of lost that. But I'm glad to get the new deluxe version of the album. So, that being said, that's not going smoothly. That being said, I did get one thing above my 6. So 6 is the limit, but I saw this and I had to have it. This month, I listened, outside of my vinyl, I listened a lot to Further Seems Forever and Hayley Williams. And Further Seems Forever, I have all of their studio albums, but I kind of had seen these 7-inch records on Discogs, and one specifically really attracted me. And I looked, and there was a cheap enough one available. I was like, I got to go for it. And that's this one. So this is a 7-inch record. It's Further Seems Forever. Oh, it's so much glare. Let's see. How can I? Okay, let's see. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? None of this is working. There we go. Further Seems Forever and 238 7-inch. So this has on one side, it's got Further Seems Forever Pride War, but on the other side of the album, it's got this band called 238, and it's got a song called Modern Day Prayer, which is my favorite song by 238. And I would buy their album on vinyl immediately if it was pressed again, specifically for that song. But now I have the song, so I don't feel like I'm hurting for it as much, which is a gift. So that's it. I got 6 new albums. And actually 2 of them were just deluxe editions. But I got 6 albums and I got a 7-inch, and that is what I did here in August. So what did you get in August? Anything that I got that you got also? Anything that you especially love that I got? Or anything that you feel like I missed out on? I can tell you that I've already, like I said, I've already gotten one thing for my September order. The only reason I'm not putting it in here is because it came out of my September budget, so I'm keeping those separate. So you will see that in the September haul video. And I've got a good idea of what I'm getting in September, and I think it's going to be really cool to talk to you about it. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. I've got another video coming up soon where I'm going to talk about deluxe editions and multiple pressings, and then I'll also be talking to you about what I read in August.